Hi everybody, it's Honest John. I'm going to talk about corporations. I've railed against them, but this is a little different. See, corporations in the United States and all around the world need to change their business model. Now, I know I'm a comic. What do I know about business? Not a damn thing. But I'll tell you something, I'm an expert on stuff that doesn't make any sense. And our current business model makes no sense. And as the state of our country shows, it's ultimately self-defeating. See, the current business model is basically this: maximize profits. Period. Well, not exactly period. Because the idea is not only that you maximize profits, but that each quarter your profits should be bigger than they were in the previous quarter. Nice goal, but sometimes it just doesn't make any sense. And what's wrong with this? Well, people are going to say, shouldn't a corporation be about making money? Partly. Yes, corporations need to make money or they don't survive. But that philosophy ignores corporate responsibilities. Focus solely on maximizing profit resulted in irresponsible corporate risk-taking, which led to the financial crisis. It also results on a focus on short-term growth rather than long-term stability. And that was another crucial factor in the financial crisis that we're still in. It also results in decisions which hurt the economy, the country, and the people who work for these corporations. Let me explain. Here's a typical scenario. A company seeking to maximize profits lays off a huge amount of workers. They then get a big boost in immediate profits and productivity because they've got a lot fewer guys doing the same amount of work. But over the long haul, the workers that they keep, well, they're dealing with increasing amounts of stress. Some get sick. Some find something better to do. Some, well, they just lose their edge because they're stressed out. So what happens is that the long-term prospects for future growth in the company get cut down quite a bit. And laying off all those people creates ripples in the economy. And guess what? Sometimes those ripples bounce back on the company that did it. Because let me tell you something. If the economy hurts, then it's harder for them to make money. Now, it's not impossible to make money in bad economic times. There are corporations that have been proven that. But in the long haul, if the ship goes down, everybody drowns. It also results in corporate immorality. The behavior of BP and the other corporations involved in the Gulf oil spill, well, I think it was criminal. It was certainly immoral. Allowing drilling to continue, knowing that vital equipment was failing, To me, that's criminal behavior. And corporate criminals deserve much sterner punishments than they get nowadays, especially what BP got. The Koch brothers have engaged in illegal dumping. They've also stolen from Native Americans. Massey coal mining is responsible for the deaths of a lot of miners. Deaths which would have been prevented if Massey took its obligations to safety as seriously as they do to profits. Corporations, with the collusion of politicians, also engage in immoral behavior to avoid paying taxes. As a result, our deficits continue to grow. I'm proposing a new corporate business model. In my model, corporations should behave like good citizens. They should understand that they have a responsibility to protect the safety of their employees and the surrounding community. No cutting corners, no shortcuts, and that includes the responsibility to protect the environment. They should provide their workers with an optimal working environment and not overload them. And they should do all they can to provide work to people in the country where they happen to be. If they feel that they need to do some cost cutting, instead of laying off thousands of workers, why not lay off a couple of CEOs who are making 20, 40, 50, 60 million dollars? After all, those were the guys that had the ideas that put your company in a bind. It wasn't the workers. Right now, we have corporations that pretty much behave like sociopaths. So I have one thing to say to the corporations. I'm going to quote JFK. Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country. Thanks for listening.